Most people enjoy the odd takeaway once in a while, but for some, like Romford's Nick Vaughan, the experience is just a way of life.
Once a week, we do have a eat out, and about 3 times we used to have a takeaway. So basically, the whole diet consists of Indian food, near enough. It's just a combination of spices and herbs, and it's, well, I'm addicted, basically.
Nick and Lorraine were spending over £100 a week, but that was not their only concern.
The thing about the takeaways is they use an awful lot of oil in the food, and that's where this comes from. Because I like me cooking. Well, hey, let's try cooking. So I basically went out and made a list of spices to buy and bought every spice available, really, and thought, right, I can do this.
Soon, Nick's cooking was as good as the restaurant's.
I've mastered the sauces, mastered all the side dishes, but the only thing I could not get right was that chicken tikka. Because the only way you can get chicken tikka to come out perfection is to be cooked at 400 degrees centigrade on the skewers, so you get the inside cooked the same speed as the outside, so it's moist, juicy.
You can see the reaction from a real connoisseur, but unfortunately Nick's conventional oven wasn't up to the job. Nick gave himself an ultimatum.
I'm not making no more curries until I get myself a tandoor oven.
Nick soon discovered that all that were available were expensive professional tandoor ovens, so he decided to make his own.
The first step towards making my own was literally do a few drawings, research the shapes of tandoor ovens out in India and what they look like, and then I had the problem of how am I going to make one of these? Got no like, past knowledge of clay or ceramics or anything.
Nick and Lorraine went off to Devon for a 5-day pottery course. Their aim was not to make the traditional vase, but a fully functioning portable tandoor oven.
The place was full of pensioners, and they was all walking around, weren't they?
Yeah,
herbs going on here, and it was like taking place and building. So it took 3 days to build it.
It was then straight from the kiln and onto the barbecue at home.
I tried my chicken and that, and it was up to temperature, and it did do the job really. But then all of a sudden, ping!
Yeah, it was just pinging and pinging and pinging.
Though the pinging was the oven cracking, the chicken was done to a treat. So over the next 2 years, Nick searched the world for the perfect clay. He experimented with different designs without success, and was about to scrap the whole idea when a solution suddenly appeared.
I do me thinking over the park. I like to be walking, then I think, and I just said, why are they made out of clay? I mean, that was of course, and all the problems was the clay. And I thought, well, let's try one out of metal.
Former printer Nick searched high and low for the right metal. Little did he know, the answer was right before his eyes.
Well, I was just sitting at work, laying back in my chair, because I didn't used to do much there, and looked up and there was a bit of ventilation shaft above me, and I thought, well, that looks a bit tandoor shaped. And had a word with the people who was installing it, and asked them, could I have that section, please, of piping? Sawed a few holes in it, back on the old barbecue. It got up to temperature near enough, I think, oh, this is it, this is metal. Everyone who saw it just loved it. I mean, when our friends saw it, they, oh, this is great, we've got to have one of these, because all of a sudden you can do chicken tikka in your back garden, willy-nilly. There's something in this, and I said to you, I could see a lot of people liking one of these. And Lorraine actually said...
So you could get a pattern.
To develop the oven commercially, they decided to use the cash they'd saved for a house. First step was to find a company to make a prototype from Nick's specifications.
I did one prototype of it, and it worked perfect, didn't it?
Perfectly.
Nick's dream had finally been realised.
Basically the world's first portable tandoor oven made out of metal.
But later, Nick was stunned. For the oven to reach the market, a minimum order of 1,000 was required.
We needed to find £40,000, basically, I think within 3 weeks.
So with more than a little help from his friends, 3 months later, Nick was selling his ovens from his car boot. An early owner was TV chef Anthony Worrell Thompson.
I've never seen anything like this. Totally gobsmacked. I've seen them in Indian restaurants, big things, but I've never seen anything like that. Very good for prawns, very good for fish, like monkfish, which will stay on the skewer, but not flaky fish, but very good for fish. Excellent for lamb, pork, chicken. Oh, I was impressed. You don't often see things like in the barbecue field. I mean, to most people, a barbecue's a barbecue, and then suddenly this oven comes along and you think, yeah, someone's had a little bit of thought behind this.
But the real acid test came when we asked Nick and Lorraine to use their oven to cook for a top Indian restaurateur.
Here gents, Nipoori surprise.
It is good because it does the business. I can't even fault anything on it. The spice has really blended well as well. You just cut it with your knife, the flavour just flows. So it's fantastic.
The even better news for Nick is he has now sold 2,000 ovens, and offers are currently coming in from manufacturers to make the oven on a much larger scale.